No, I nearly said good morning, but it's not. It is in actual fact good evening, internet. So it is nearly 20 past 6. It's a Monday. I do believe it's the, what is it, the 26th of May, is it? Something like that. So yeah, unusual for me to go out of an evening ride, but you know what, we have got absolutely beautiful weather here in France. Gorgeous. I've even taken the lining out the jacket. How's that, eh? So yeah, I thought to myself, we're going to get on the bike and we're going to do a little ride. It's as simple as that. What else do you have bikes for, eh? It's love. I mean, right, let's right, temperature. Well, according to this the trusted Himalayan temperature gauge, it's 21 degrees. It's more than that. I would actually say, I don't know, no, I suppose maybe 21, but then we got to take some off. So I suppose you could say it's about, I don't know, 18 maybe. So it is 20 past 6 of an evening, and to be fair, for some unknown reason today the wind is well up. You know, gorgeous sunny day, blue skies, absolutely stunning weather, but we have the wind. Finisterre, the part of Brittany that I live in, Finisterre, is absolutely, and I've said this before, it's well known for its wind. Yes, what can I say? So they say that California is the windy city. Well, we are the windy area of France. So there you go. Anyway, I hope you're all well. Everywhere, I should think by now the weather's got to be getting better. Yeah, and this is exactly what we want, isn't it, eh? I'm just going to have a quick nose into my daughter's house. That's the house there, look. See if she's doing her garden. Is she doing her garden? Nah, still near mind, eh? Right, now this is no, we're not going anywhere particularly exciting this evening. This is just a ride, and I thought to myself, I'll tell you what I'm going to do is do the same ride that I've done before, which is down to the harbour town of Odierne. Now, I do believe the last time I went through Odierne, it was quite quiet really, so it'd be interesting to see on a Monday evening what it's going to be like. I would suspect that maybe a few of the bars have got a few clientele in them this evening, and yeah, you know, with a bit of luck the place will be livening up, as they say, as the holiday makers come over. Before you know it, hey, before you know it, all the beaches will be full and people will be bathing in the sea. I gotta be honest, I mean, I'm not a sort of let's go to the beach all the time sort of guy. I'm not. I mean, I love the sea, you know, I love the sand, I love the sea, I love the cliff walks, you know, I think it's really good. But as far as going in the sea, but of course the trouble is I've got young kids, and it's like we get to the beach and straight away, you know, they just want to get in the sea, and you know, that's natural, isn't it? That's what kids want to do. And it's like, come on dad, let's get down here, let's get, and they go bowling in, you know, straight in, no messing at all. Now I'm sure that the male society around here will appreciate what I'm going to say, because it takes me a long time to get me in the sea. It really does. So you start off, the first couple of steps, although we're only talking shallow water, but the first couple of steps are horrific. It's like you're standing in ice, and it doesn't matter what the outside temperature is. It makes no difference whatsoever, does it? It's those couple of initial steps, freezing cold. So, and we make all sorts of noises the deeper we go. And when I'm saying deeper, you know, we're only really sort of up to our ankles, but we're still making all the noises that ooh, ooh, ah, and we turn sideways. Why do we turn sideways? Have you noticed? We all turn sideways, and we sort of get our elbows tight into our side, and we turn sideways. And are we trying to make ourselves smaller in hopes that the cold water doesn't affect us so much? It doesn't work though. It really does. Anyway, so you get over all the noises and the shocks, and you go in a little bit deeper, and it's sort of thing, you know, you get up to your knees and it becomes bearable. You know, you almost think, okay, you know, it's not too bad. You know, I'm sort of in now to my knees and it's fine. And you sort of get confident, you know, you think, yeah, you're standing there, your kids are splashing and you're telling them, aren't you, don't splash me, don't splash me, you know, but you're trying to say it with a smile on your face because there's lots of people around you. And then all of a sudden you think to yourself, do you know what, I'm going to take the final plunge, I'm going to go for it. Now this is the part where the male population will know exactly what I'm talking about, because all of a sudden the water, it's the bits that well, they no longer exist. They retrieve up into the bottom as fast as they can go, and the shock, the sheer shock is just unbelievable. But you know what, once you've got over it, which it doesn't really take that long, once you've got over it, all of a sudden you think to yourself, what was it all about? And you know, you have a little play with the kids, and you know, we do the normal things, we dive in the waves and we get mouthfuls of sand, and you know, we stand on things that you think, oh my god, what was that? And then, you know, you come out, because by this time I'm normally freezing cold now, you know, and then you get back and you get your towel out, you know, and you spread yourself out on the sand, you know, and you become a reptile, don't you? You want to warm up then, so you lie there in the sun warming up, turning over nicely, getting brown equally, you know, sizzling, and you think to yourself, god, it's hot, you know, and so you need to cool off. And this is the cycle then, isn't it? You need to cool. So what do? We go back down and we repeat the whole thing again, because it's no easier. You've already done it, but it's no easier because the body now is warmed up. That water is like ice. Yeah, so there you go. So that's why I'm not a huge beach lover. I just thought I'd tell you all that. Do you know, these speed, they are getting more and more in France. They really are. All this traffic calming, you know, and I'm not too sure. Well, I've said before, I'm really not too sure. I mean, I don't know what this is all about, this bit here. Look at this. What exactly is it supposed to do? I mean, I've lived there now, you know, coming down here for 18 years. I've never seen anybody race through here, because, I mean, I'm not saying it doesn't on the occasion happen, but it's not exactly a boy racer strip. And before you say it, yes, okay, not every young driver is a boy racer, but do you know what I mean? I really don't know if these things actually work, or is it to keep someone in work. Anyway, that's my thoughts on it. So this is Ponquois. We've come through Ponquois, or the edge of Ponquois, quite a lot. And as you know, if you've been on these rides before with me, we're now, when we get through Ponquois, we're going to follow the estuary and come out in Odierne Port. And then from Odierne Port we're going to ride through, and then we're going to go round the coast, And tonight we're going to go into Escabien, which we've been up to Escabien, the port of Escabien, but tonight we're going to take a slight detour and we're going to go through Escabien, and we're basically going to come back the same. We're going to end up more or less in the same place as where we're going to come out here on the main road, if that makes sense, or if it doesn't really matter, you'll see. So I'm loving these new levers, I really am. Nice and, you know, nice and reachable. Reachable. So yeah, absolutely think they're great. Tide's well in by the look of it, which is okay. Now that's what you call some red air. I take it was bottled. Oh, listen to that exhaust. Like a kid with a new toy, you know. I really am. Kid with a new toy. Where's Mr. Mango in here? Not too sure. Mr. Lady, Mrs. Lady, in fact, not Mr. Lady. Jolly decent of them to hang on. Again, these traffic calming things, you know, I don't get it. I really don't get it, but hey ho. Yeah, there you go, look, tide's well in. Oh, he's fishing there. You get some nice fish that come up the estuary when the tide's in, especially, and it's about now actually, sometimes you get the mackerel and they'll come up on a feeding frenzy. They're absolutely balmy, you know. And if you can get in the middle of them, you know, it's really good. A bit more traffic tonight than usual. So mileage, well no, not mileage, kilometres, 1,152 kilometres, 53 kilometres, I do beg your pardon. And yeah, the bike running absolutely gorgeous at the moment, and I see no reason for that to change, or I hope that won't change. Anyway, well pleased with it, really am well pleased. Oh, doesn't want to acknowledge, fair enough, everyone to his own. I always acknowledge other bikers, always. I don't know, I just think it's courteous. Some do, some don't. I don't get upset about it, you know. If they do, they do. If they don't, they don't. It's as simple as that. I do like this road, this bit of road here. It's got some lovely, and these, I've said it before, coming up this road, you know, these bikes, they handle so nicely, you know, they really do. You just throw them round, and well, not exactly throw them round, it's, you know, it makes me sound no, we don't throw them round, you know. I do a precision manoeuvre around the bends. How's that? Was that posh enough, huh? Excellent. Oh, manhole covers. They're doing a lot on these manhole covers, and some of them are well done. You clunk them. I mean, it's okay like now, you know, apart from the clunking, but you know, when you do it and it's wet, you hit one of them manhole covers in, then it can be a bit iffy, you know. You got to be a bit careful. You really have. I'll tell you what, fuel economy, I love these bikes. Absolutely, just it just, you know, I'm not going to say they run on free. They do, however, seem to, once you hit that halfway mark on the tank, they just go, you know, boof, gone. What is it, me? Maybe it's me that's thinking, you know, wishful thinking. I wish they'd stay a bit longer. I don't know, probably. Well, the tide's well up. We do have some, you know, I mean, obviously, you know, you have different heights of tide. It's called the coefficient, yeah. You know, and you can, and sometimes if it's a high coefficient, which, I mean, it looks quite high tonight, but it's nowhere. We have about 3 or 4 a year where the coefficient is extremely high. I think the first one is, I think it's round about end of September time, and Odeon, where we're going to ride along the front of Odeon, the water actually comes over the top and goes over the street, and it's really, you know, it's, when you're down there, it's strange because all the boats, all the yachts and the boats that are moored up, all of a sudden they're the same height as you are, you know. Yeah, because it literally is, you know, the water comes up to that height. So you're walking along the front and there's a boat the same level as you. Weird. Yeah, so they have about 3, I think it is, a year, a really high coefficients. And what gets me is fish occasionally, for want of a better reason, they decide to like up over the wall. But they don't up over the wall, do they? Because the water is over the wall, you know, and they just literally swim along. But of course, once the tide starts to go out, you know, and it goes out extremely quick, sometimes you get a few fish left on the side, you know. Yep, what's he doing? Looking for his mate. That's fine. Yeah, this is the wall there, look, that it comes over, and all these shops here, they, oops, hole in the road, they have to put, but all them boats there on the marina, they're all level of the, you know, height of the wall, you know, they start off at. Unbelievable, hey? The power of nature is untrue. Right. Well, I thought it would possibly be a bit busier than this. I really did. I mean, it's not, you know, obviously, considering the time of night that it is, and a beautiful, beautiful night that it is, but I did actually think that it would be slightly busier than this, but hey ho. You'll probably find some of the bars that we go past maybe a little bit more busier, or maybe not. This one doesn't even look like it's open yet. Look, these are, I think, down here. This is the professional side here, look, see, these are all the professional boats. A few in the bar there, look. Come out for their evening meal, and why not? Very peaceful, eh? Very peaceful. That's the Lagoyan Hotel there, look. That absolutely rammed in a few weeks. Literally will be. I mean, this whole place will be rammed in a few weeks. Another restaurant here, doesn't appear that it's open yet. Mind you, to be fair, I suppose they've got to look at it, that what's the point of opening if there's not the clientele to make it worth a while. That's the bit. We went over there the other week, if you remember. We was that side, and I stopped there, yeah, where they bring in the what, you know, the professionals bring in the fish and unload them there. In fact, there's a no, I don't think we'll see it now. There's a professional craft coming in, if you can see in there. Oh, maybe I should look where I'm going now. Now along here, I don't know whether these are out yet. They have little, oh they are, they do little sort of makeshift oh, they've got the dredger out there in the middle as well. But they do these little restaurants here, you know, like wooden shacks and that. I'll tell you what, they're cracking. There's a couple there, see? But that, can you see the dredger out there, see it? As they're dredging the harbour, because this harbour fills up extremely quick for some unknown reason. And that's the, what's it there, look, La Barra. But there's another one, I don't know if it's there yet, but there's another one further down here, and this one down here, if it's there, which is, I think it is, this is a South African, yeah it is, I think. I don't know if it's South African or West, anyway, one of the two. And the smell of the food, oh dearie me, absolutely gorgeous. I mean, it's nice as well, you know, you sort of come here, you sit down, you know, I mean, what a beautiful place, eh? I mean, it really is lovely. Oh, manhole, well sunk again. The tuk-tuk, hey, that's the one, so it is back. Moulin Fritz. Doesn't sound very African, does it? But still, never mind. Oh, dearie me. Never mind. Moulin Fritz. South African restaurant, Moulin Fritz. Why not? Hey, if it sells, I suppose that's exactly what you got to do in this day and age. You got to make your money. I wish Mr. Twingo would go just slightly a little bit quicker, hey? But there again, fair play to him. That's a nice Triumph, look, a Thruxton. I used to have a Thruxton, a Triumph Thruxton. Again, what a view, eh? Look at that, eh? Gorgeous, eh? The sun glistening off the sea, doesn't it look absolutely beautiful? Do you know what? I am such a lucky man to live in such a... And I know I'm not the only person in the world that lives by the sea, but you know, sometimes we forget, we take it, we take such a lot of things for granted, not just where we live, but you know, it is, isn't it? What a beautiful place, hey? Absolutely gorgeous. I mean, you know, where are we now? Let's have a look. We are 20 to 7. I mean, we're light now till 10:30 of the night now. I mean, it's great, you know, absolutely great, really is. Saturday night, we had a barbecue at my daughter's, you know, with a couple of friends round. I mean, because I gotta be honest, I'm not a restauranty sort of person. I've said this before, you know, I'm not a restauranty sort of person. Nothing against restaurants, before everybody says anything, you know, I love them, they're great, everyone to their own. I love family things for the start off, you know, and so to me, beautiful weather, a barbecue with some nice food, I think it's great, you know. I just absolutely love it, I really do. Hey, look at that lot there, hey? Beautiful, beautiful. Right, so last time we actually went across there to the port, but we're not going to this time. We're actually going to go up through Escobian, up through the actual the centre borg, which is like the, you know, the town centre, although trust me, it's not really a town, you know. Well, I suppose it is. It's more like a village, you know, a cute French village. So before we turn left there, look, and we went to the Port d'Escobian, but this time, because I haven't taken you up here, we're going to go up here. Now, I do remember this road being a bit on the bumpy side, I think. One thing that, you know, you come through these villages is having respect for the people that live here, you know, and taking it easy. Not that do you know what, speed, it really doesn't interest me at all anymore. It really doesn't. I have no interest of going fast. That's a nice, look at that, eh? A des res, as they say, eh? That's a nice des res. Still, talking of des res, desirable residence, you all know, or you should do by now if you listen to anything I say, which, to be honest, half the time you probably think he's off again, and you watch, I don't know, Emmerdale or EastEnders and just have me in the background. No, I'm being sick. But yeah, right, so I love camping, you know, I absolutely do. I'm a camping person, you know. Nothing against hotels, boarding houses or anything else, but I like camping. So when it comes to camping, there's obviously two sorts for me. One is the camping on the bikes, and the other is the family camping, you know, because as a family, that's exactly what we all like doing. So this year we've treated ourselves to a new tent. I mean, we've had and bearing in mind we're a big family, so we have a big tent, basically because, you know, it's not just about the people, is it? There's all your stuff, there's your clothes, there's, oh, you know, I mean, dearie me, you know, we've been camping for years now, so we take a lot of stuff with us. Just because you go camping doesn't mean to say that you have to be uncomfortable, you know. So anyway, you get where I'm coming from. Basically, you need a bit of room, and so we've always needed a big tent. So this year we've treated ourselves to a new tent, and we ordered it off the internet from Decathlon. Well, in actual fact, we went to Decathlon, but the tent that we want, for some unknown reason, you can only get off their site. Now, so what we've ordered is an 8 berth, because that's what we have to get us the room. So an 8 berth, and it's called a Fresh and Black, Decathlon Fresh and Black. So the outside is blue, so that's the fresh, because it looks a nice fresh colour, and the black is the bedroom compartments are literally jet black, absolutely. And when it's all sealed up overnight, it's black. It literally is black. So yeah, Fresh and Black. They're a nice looking tent. But the difference is this time, instead of going for the conventional poles, which, look, don't get me wrong, they're not a huge problem to put up. I mean, you know, after years of putting up the tents, you know, it becomes second nature, but it still can be a bit of a, especially if there's a bit of a breeze, you know, you're there trying to feed the fibre poles through and it's all flapping about, and before you know it, you know, you've had a go at the wife or the wife's had a go off you, and oh my God, and you know, everyone at the campsite's looking at you, you know, aye, here we go. So the new tent that we've ordered is an air tent, eh? Yes. It don't have fibre poles. Now the chambers are blown up with air. I think they're brilliant. You literally just get there, roll this thing out, peg up the 4 corners and blow the chambers up. I mean, come on. Oh, that bloke there was doing a barbecue. What a lovely smell. Anyway, so yeah, so you get your tent blown up, and you know what, it's great. I absolutely love it. So it should be being delivered to us. I got to point out though, and a lot of people don't say at first, oh, because the tent was it was 800 and so, nearly 900 euro. And okay, you know, a couple of my mates have said to me, that's a lot of money. And yeah, okay, maybe it is, but think about it. Our old tent did over 10 years, yeah, 10 years of a lot of memorable, treasured family holidays. And once you've got that tent, all you're paying is the ground, you know, your pitch fees. So basically, okay, it may be a bit expensive, the initial outlay, but you know what, this tent, we're going to have some real good fun in it. But like I said, it should be delivered on Wednesday. Now, we've never put one of these air tents up, and it looks easy, but they do, don't they, you know, because, you know, the people there, they've got it sorted out and it's easy. So I thought to myself, do you know what, when it gets there, I know it's nothing to do with motorcycles or anything else, and if no one's interested, that's fine, but what I'm going to do is I'm going to do a video of me and the wife in the garden putting this tent up for the first time. So watch this channel. Yeah. Now you see this little car in front now, this one here, the silver car that we've just gone past. Right, that car, it's one of these sans permis, which means you don't have to have a license to drive it. I think I've touched on this before. You don't have to have a license to drive it, and you can legally drive that at the age of 14 years old. So in actual fact, my son, who is 14 in a couple of months' time, could actually have one of them and drive it perfectly legal. The only thing he's got to do is insure it, because, you know, we don't have road tax here. Got to insure it, and that's it, eh? Now, you know what, I think it's a crazy law myself, I really do. You know, in fact, I think it's wrong. 14 years of age, I don't care what anybody says, and don't forget, you can just, I can go out and I can buy him one of them and give him the keys, and he can get in that car and he can drive it. He doesn't have to do a test, he doesn't have to do nothing. He might have to do, no, thinking about, hang on, I think he has to do the code, but there isn't a, you know, he does the code, but he doesn't have to do a driving test to drive that car on the road. I think it's crazy, I really do think it's crazy. Anyway, but the other thing is as well, if you're say you get done for speeding or drink drive or drugs and drive, and you lose your license, you know, your license is taken off you, you can go out the same day as you lose your, in fact, the judge can tell you in the court, yeah, that's it, you're banned for life, blah 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 blah, or you're banned for 3 years, or whatever you're banned for. You can leave that courthouse and you can drive home in one of them, and you are not breaking the law, because, as I said, you do not need a license to drive one. They are sans permis, no license. And to me, I got to be honest, I think it's a crazy law. I'm sure there's a lot of French people would disagree with me, but I just don't get it. I really don't get it. But never mind, eh? A lot of things in life are past that we like Brexit, for instance. Oh, Brexit, don't get me started on Brexit. I'm not even going to go into this in depth, but my daughter went back to the UK yesterday on a ferry, Brittany Ferries, lovely company, nice ferries, and basically, you know, we dropped her off. She went through the, you know, the queue, and she got her passport checked, and they wouldn't let her on. You know, no, she can't travel. This isn't Brittany Ferries. Brittany Ferries, and we checked this, Brittany Ferries, their age limit for people travelling on their own is 16 years old. My daughter is 17. In fact, next Wednesday she's 18. So there was no problem. But who did stop her was customs and excise, or passport control, or whatever you want to call it. French law apparently states that anybody leaving the European Union, which of course now Britain is actually leaving the European Union, you cannot travel under the age of 18. Unbelievable, you know. But we didn't know this, and they don't publicise it because I don't suppose they'd be very popular. But anyway, we did get it sorted, you know. We did get it all sorted. We had to sign paperwork to say that, you know, as a parent she could, you know, blah 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 blah, and she got on a ferry, but it was touch and go. And of course it would have been the same coming back in. In fact, it could have been worse coming back in. But the only difference is when she actually comes back in, she will be 18 years old. She's sailing next Tuesday, and next Tuesday at 12 o'clock on the night she will be 18. Yeah, so when she actually gets in France in the morning, she will be 18. So yeah, they can't say anything. Anyway, slight little deviation. I thought we'd go up here because I'm going to end this video, and instead of ending it me riding back up the road to the house, which I always do, I thought, you know what, let's end this video in a really nice location. I'm not saying I don't like where I live, but this is slightly different, and it's such a beautiful evening, so I thought we'd come here, and I will end the video here. Now I think we've been here before. Well, we have. If I remember rightly, one of the times I flew the drone, I come here on the bike and I flew the drone. You have to be a little bit careful. You have to pay a bit of respect because people cycle up and down here and all sorts. Looks like they've actually laid this okay, so I'm just going to pop here like that. I'm going to turn this off for a minute, and what I'm going to do is I'm just going to get out the helmet. I'm going to turn these cameras off, and I'm going to get the other camera out, and we'll have a quick look round before I do end the video. See you in a minute, eh? Okay, so now you'll have to excuse if the wind, I haven't got the other mics with the wind muffler on, so yeah, I'm going to turn you around. Hey, look at that. Hey, just look at that, isn't it lovely, eh? Beautiful. It's just nice when the sea's in. Across here we have a bit of an overflow bit there, look. Give you the pan up there. So, hey, what a lovely place. I do like this place. I think it's obviously doing a bit of this path here. You can hang on, let's turn it. Well, you can't really see that, but just round the curve there of the river is Pont Croix, the bit that we came through, and you can walk or you can cycle right the way up to Odierne, which we've just come through, and it was getting in a bit of a state. There was a lot of potholes and all that, so I take it that they'll be doing some work. They've also been putting a few signs up. There you go, telling you no cars, motorcycles or mopeds, you know, past this point, which makes sense, and also giving you priority, you know, cycling, walking, children. So yeah, fair play to them. But like I say, what a beautiful place, you know. It's just, it's so tranquil. I mean, it really is. I think it's good. I like coming here. I fly the drone here, which I've done before. You wouldn't be flying it tonight though, because it is a bit windy, but you know, look at that, gorgeous. There is actually further down there is actually mussel farms, yeah, where quite a few actually, and then they're locally sold in Odierne. I hope this isn't too windy with the mic. I've got an idea it would be, because silly me, I forgot the mic that I clip on me, and that's of course got the muff on. So look at this, hey, look at this here, look. I'm not too sure, I don't think it's going to stop. Maybe it will, but hey, let's shall we just have a quick look at the bike, eh? Look at this, eh? I mean, these Himalayans, they are the, I don't care what anybody says, they are a thing. They are a thing of beauty. They really are, eh? Hey, look at that. I just love him, eh? As he falls over the tuft of grass. Right, okay, well, you know what? I'm just gonna come under here thinking that it might shelter me from the wind. There again, it might not. Okay, look, I'm going to end this video here. I hope you've enjoyed it. I've had a great time. I always do, every time I come out on the bike. I love it when you all come along with me. If you like this video, if you like all my videos, if you like some of my videos, give them a big thumbs up. I really do appreciate it. I love the comments. Just a quick one. I don't know whether you do. There's another channel called Moto Latvia. If look him up, watch his channel. It's very much like mine. He lives in a beautiful part of the world. Countryside is very much the same as here. In fact, it's possibly a little bit quieter. He's got a Himalayan. He's a smashing bloke. Watch his channel. Yeah, great. Okay, look, I'm going to end it here. Take care. I'll see you in the next one. Thanks for watching. Bye for now.